April DeLongpre is the eldest daughter of a powerful Alabama senator and the heir to a long-established and respected Southern family. After graduating from college, April returns home to her parents for the summer to await her semi-separate wedding to her fiancé, Chad Douglas Fairchild. When a carnival comes to town, April accompanies her younger sisters to the fairgrounds with Chad, where she spots a gruff carnival worker and drifter named Perry Tyson from afar. When April accidentally leaves her wallet in one of the rides, Perry returns it to her and introduces himself after peering inside and learning April's name and home address. Intrigued by the mysterious drifter, April returns to the carnival that evening to confront Perry, but she rejects his advances. A few days later, when Chad is away on business for the weekend and her parents and siblings are also absent, April begins a passionate affair with Perry when he shows up at April's house one morning and uses her shower. Despite April telling him to leave, she can't contain her desire for Perry, and the two have sex. Afterward, April cries and Perry leaves. The next day, April visits her grandmother, Belle DeLongpre, her confidant in matters of past affairs. After she leaves, April asks the local sheriff, Earl Hawkins, to keep an eye on her. That evening, April returns to the carnival to see Perry, but is distraught and jealous when she finds him drunk in the company of another drifter and a cowgirl named Patty Jean. Patty Jean takes April with her in Perry's truck on a bourbon run to get him more hard liquor. During the ride, Patty talks about her life and hometown, clearly flirting with April. At the carnival, when a ride malfunctions and endangers those on it, Perry gets into a fight with other fairground workers. Patty Jean and April return and join the fight until Perry's pet dog is killed by one of the workers, and the others order Perry and the women to leave. After burying the dog in a field, April and Patty Jean take a dejected Perry to a bar and pool hall, where Patty Jean flirts with April again and invites her to dance. However, instead of taking advantage of April's curiosity, Patty convinces her to return to Perry and continue their date. After Patty Jean leaves town, Perry takes April for a ride on his motorcycle, where they stop at a motel and have sex again, and in the morning April leaves Perry to retrieve her car, which she left at the fairgrounds after the carnival ended, unaware that Sheriff Hawkins is watching. April returns to the motel and gets into a heated argument with Perry when she catches him flirting with two motel maids. To defuse the tension, she invites him to breakfast at a local restaurant, where she tells him more about her life and the family lakeside estate called Two Moon Junction, which was her childhood playground. However, April tells Perry they need to separate, as she must return home to her privileged life. After she leaves, Sheriff Hawkins appears, arrests Perry, and takes him to the state line, hinting that he should never set foot in the area again. A few weeks later, the day before April's wedding, she has another encounter with Perry, who comes to work building tents on her family's property for the wedding reception. He is also spotted by Belle, who threatens to leave town and offers him a bribe, but Perry refuses. Belle then calls Sheriff Hawkins to inform him of April's return and to sort things out. The evening of Chad's bachelor party, April shows up at Two Moon Junction, a rundown lakeside pavilion, where she meets Perry, who left her a message to meet him there. April offers Perry money to leave town and never return, but Perry again refuses and encourages her to live out the fantasies she's long repressed since childhood. April and Perry make love again, but April breaks down in tears and leaves Perry forever to return to her old life. On their wedding day, as Perry prepares to leave town, one of Hawkins' deputies attempts to kill Perry, but he subdues the deputy and escapes. At the church, as April prepares to walk down the aisle, Belle tries to convince her not to give up her privileged lifestyle and lies that Perry left town for a bribe. April doesn't believe her, but nevertheless walks down the aisle to marry Chad. Sometime later, Perry works as a dishwasher at a blues nightclub in another city. After work, when Perry returns to his motel room for the night to care for and feed his new dog, he finds April in his bathroom, showering and reliving their first intimate encounter. Perry joins April and they kiss. April, wearing Chad's wedding ring, makes love to Perry in the shower.